Hello, party people. All right. Do you guys remember this? Everything on purpose. So, our purpose is our goal with today's lesson. So, in the green, it says we're working with unit fractions. And the red is most important. It says a fraction is a multiple of a unit fraction. So, I'm going to explain that because if we understand our goal, we know what we're getting towards, where our brain's going to be more able to learn it. Okay, so let's break this down. So what is a unit fraction? Well, unit means one. So 3/12, right, is a fraction, but it's not a unit fraction because unit means one. So this has to be the unit fraction, 1/12. And we can do that with any single fraction. So if we had 4/5, what is the unit fraction? Unit means what? Yep, so it would be 1/5 is the unit fraction. Now I'm going to do a little bit better job of explaining this. Let's suppose we had 3/5. Well, what fraction are we talking about? We're talking about fifths. So if we were in the classroom, I'd say, hey, can you go get the fifths for me, please? What color are they, Mr. Conger? I think they're green. The fifths are green. How many should I get? Well, 3 of the green, 3 of the fifths. Okay, so you walk up and you have, sorry, I should have made that green, huh? So now you have 3 of the pieces and we put them down and we could see them. And then a student says, well, what would one whole look like? So we say, well, go get some more pieces. And they walk up and they have 10 of the same green pieces. And we say, well, we only need to put 2 more there. Okay. So then we look at it and we say, oh, we know this 5/5. And 5/5 is one whole. Okay. And then we ask ourselves, well, what is, and let's see, unit fraction? Unit means 1. So you just want one of those. And it would look like that. It would look like just one of them, one of the green pieces, 1/5. So that's unit fraction. Okay, now let's explain. A fraction is a multiple of a unit fraction. That's more complicated. So let's take some time with it. A fraction is a multiple of a unit fraction. So down here, we have a fraction as a multiple of a unit fraction. Well, it's a little bit easier if we remind ourselves what everything means, and then we're going to even simplify it. So is means equal. So I'll change colors. So the fraction is equal to a multiple of a unit fraction. Well, you already know what unit means. Unit means what? 1. So something is equal to a multiple of 1. Now, a multiple means when you have 1 of them or 2 of them, right? Or 3 of them or 4 of them or 5 of them, right? So that's what multiples are, because you could keep adding them or you could multiply them, because we know multiplication is repeated addition. So what if I said, what is 4? Because, I'm simplifying. I'm not even going to work with a fraction yet. I will in a second. So what is 4? Well, 4 is equal to the fourth 1, right? So if you had 1 and you had it 4 times, that's what 4 would be. And of means, I've told you this a million times, of means times. So let's write it out. 4 is equal to the fourth multiple of 1. Okay. So let's change this a little bit into fractions now. What was the fraction we were working with? 3/5. Right? So 3/5. So the fraction 3, let me get rid of some of this. I'll leave the top one there for us. Change colors to what? Green. So 3/5 is equal to, a fraction is a multiple of a unit fraction. Let me scroll down just a little bit. That's our big idea today. So this fraction is equal to a multiple of a unit fraction. Unit means 1. 1/5 times, well, is it going to be times 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever? Because that's what multiples are. Well, let's write it out. To get to 3/5, well, let's draw it out. To get to 3/5, how many times will I have to do 1/5? Well, I could move them. So let's do them again. So I won't move it. So what I want to know is, to get to 3/5, how many times do I have to do this 1/5? Sorry, let me move this. Because my picture's in the way, huh? Okay, so here's the 1/5. How many times do I need that? Well, I need it 3 times, right? Because I would have, let's move them. Hey, that's my dog, people. One of them. Ooh, terrible. 2 of them and 3 of them. Oh, that's terrible. Don't even pay attention. Don't pay attention to that. But you could see it, right? 3 of the 1/5 is 3/5. Now we're going to work with that today, and we're going to find out that every single fraction, any fraction you can come up with, can start with a unit fraction. And then we just have to figure out what we're multiplying it by. Okay, see you back in class.